Hi guys, Sean Adamson, the Rehab and Documentation Guru, and I got an email from somebody that's attended online my documentation bootcamp course. Hi John, I'm listening to your documentation billing course on Summit. A question I have concerns Med B patients in the SNF setting. My rehab manager tells me that I can bill for all my documentation time whether I am with the patient or not. Med B patients only. I recently did a wheelchair eval that took me 2 hours to assess, gather information, talk to the wheelchair rep, and write up. He said I can bill all the time on my Med B eval. I've tried finding the answer on the internet, but I am not having any luck. Do you know if this is true or not? And the answer is it is not true, and you're right to be concerned about that feedback from your manager. Medicare is pretty clear that what you do for billable time is directly involved in the skill that you're imparting to a patient. So I'll give you an example of when you might be able to utilize documentation and bill for it. You're doing an evaluation of the patient and you're jotting notes for yourself to more thoroughly fill in the gaps later on when you're not with the patient. The time you're with the patient taking notes so you don't forget later on would be billable time because it's going to be quick. And that's what I do when I'm with my patient in the home health setting. Another thing you might be doing is you might be doing education of the patient related to their findings and education they need to follow up towards their goals. And you are able to simultaneously have a discussion with the patient and be typing away what you're telling them. Ladies might be more equipped to do that than guys because we're not good at doing two things at once. With that said, you would be able to bill for that time. However, documentation of patient education must involve patient interaction. So you could be just talking away and the patient's not getting anything from it. An example would be a cognitively impaired patient where there's no caregiver around that you're educating to benefit the patient to move towards the goals. They're not getting anything from it. Can you really document that as skilled? And the answer would be no. So no, you cannot bill the whole time. That was bad advice by your director of rehab. Always go to the source. Now, where can you find some information about this? WebPT has an article about this actually online, and WebPT does maintain subject matter experts in the area of Part B. For example, there is one article. It doesn't have a date on it, but it says counting the clock. Seven must know facts about billable PT treatment time. But also Medicare, if you go to Chapter 15 of the Medicare Benefit Policy Manual and you look up information in Section 220 and following, it talks about billable time, what's skilled therapy, and there is a discussion about documentation. But you were right to have your red flags going up in the background when your manager told you this because you, in your gut, knew what they were saying was wrong. Anyway, I hope that helps. Hope you're having a great day. Take care and God bless.